happening again, people. It's game 31 today. 31 or 30? Actually, hold a minute. I'm losing track. It's 31. You look at the blank faces. They don't know. They're like, man, a lot of games. A lot of games. There's games on all the time. This is happening. This is what it's all about. It's the greatest cricket league on the planet. And all eyes, when it comes to cricket, are right now on India and Mumbai in particular, and the surrounding stadiums where there has been so much fantastic action. Congratulations to the Rajasthan Royals for maintaining their winning form at the moment. They're looking like serious contenders, as are both of you two, Lucknow and Bangalore. Both serious contenders, both showing good form. Ooh, but this is third versus fourth in the table, both on 8 points. Ooh, precious on. Hey, both of you will not be on 8 points in the next, say, 3 or 4 hours time. That's it. That's gonna change. Fact. Here representing Lucknow is Harshit, and hopefully we'll have somebody else joining us as well, Siku as well. Amanda and Rishabh, of course, from the Royal Challengers Bangalore fan team. Just before we get into the teams and today, can we just big up Rario? Thank you, Rario, for supporting the show, for letting us create a little place for fans to talk about real moments. And if you want to own moments in cricket, Rario is a place to go. If you want to own an NFT, Rario.com is where you need to be. You register your details. Let me just show you what an NFT is. This is an example of an NFT. It's a small moment in cricketing history, and you could own it for free by registering with Rario today. Have a little look at this.
Now it's a full toss, and he's got that away. He's got that away for 4. That's what happens. Suddenly the batsman decides, when you've got someone like AB de Villiers, he says, right, I'm going to move around a bit and just think about boundaries. He's got his 5th 4.
That very clever, audacious shot, as it's called there, hitting it for 4, AB de Villiers. You could own AB's shot. You could own that moment. That's yours if you go to Rario.com. Do that today, and they are giving an NFT to everyone who registers. Everyone. Just sign up, get it. Sign up, get it. This is the time to get in with NFTs. This is the time to find out more, and all can be found out at Rario.com. Rario.com. And that shot was actually by AB. AB was in the press, actually. He's been saying that, he goes, I'm surprised at Dinesh Karthik. He goes, this guy was doing commentary 2 minutes ago. This guy's not played any cricket, not for months. And his form is fantastic, Rishabh. How come?
Dinesh Karthik, he's told it at quite a few press conferences now that he has a larger goal, and he wants to play for India. He wants to be back in the T20 World Cup, and he's prepared himself that way. So he's doing everything he possibly can, and that is benefiting us as well. I think he's been a fantastic buy for us. Absolutely brutal so far this season. And I think he knows his clear very well. He knows his role clearly very well. The team's given him a role of that finisher coming down the order, and he knows his role quite well, and he's sticking to that. He's playing to his strengths, so he's coming out really good. He's always got the shots, but it was just the matter of him coming out and getting that platform, and I think this is the season for him.
This is the season. Vanata's obviously supporting RCB. Obviously supporting RCB. She says, RCB, lots of love and smiley emojis. Count me in for RCB. So there's 3 fans for RCB. I think there's a few more than that around the world. There's a real loyal fan base at RCB. Amanda, you're loyal to the cause as well. In general, Amanda, how are you finding them this season?
I think we're doing pretty well, honestly, compared to the seasons RCB's had. We're doing quite well. We started off really well. I mean, staying in the top 4 throughout the tournament, so far is really well. And it's good to see, people step up in the team. I think earlier, everyone just relied on AB, everyone relied on Kohli. And we had our 2 co-players, but this time you see people like Anuj Rawat, you see obviously Josh Hazelwood, you see people like Akash Deep doing well. and obviously Dinesh Karthik, who's just come in and gone all guns blazing. So it's good to see, all the RCB players step up and play their roles really well. And in case the batting fails, the bowling's there to back us up. In case the bowling fails, the batting's there to back us up. So that's a great sign, and I'm pretty happy with how we've been going this
Okay.
season.
You say pretty happy. And
I'm extremely happy.
I'm a sensitive person. I can pick up on signals, and for me, the signals I'm getting is I'm pretty happy. Like my wife goes, when I've tidied the house and she comes home from work, and I think I've done well, she'll go, yeah, pretty good, which means there's areas for improvement. See, Amanda, I live with a woman. I can pick up on those signs. What are your areas of improvement?
I think now again, as we've seen, everyone's been doing a good job, but there are certain times where the batting fails, like I said, like the batting fails, and then there are certain times where the bowling fails. Like when we looked at the first match, our batting was incredible. I think Faf did well, Kohli did well, everyone did well, but our bowling was just not up to the mark. But I think that we do have that balance, which is good, but I think executing it in the game is what we need. So, and that there are always areas of improvement.
Yeah, just settling in. Rishabh, you've settled in well as a team. RCB have settled in beautifully, what we're saying, and people stepping up, like Amanda said. Where have you seen that difference this season compared to last season, or where are you seeing that consistency, that backup, that change coming through?
I think one of the obvious changes this season has been in the middle order and the lower order. Like we've all been discussing throughout. Earlier, if we lose 2, 3 wickets at the top, we're under pressure, we collapse, and it's done. But this time we have, and especially we have younger guys like Suyash and Shabazz stepping up there, playing fearless cricket. I think that is the takeaway for RCB from this season, and along with the experience of DK down there with Maxwell as well, it's looking a really solid middle order. And we've strengthened our bowling as well. If you look, Hazelwood coming in, he picked up 3 wickets in the previous game. So we've not had that frontline pacer ever since Mitchell Stark in 2015. We've not had a frontline foreign pacer. So Josh Hazelwood coming in also adds a shot in the arm. So I think there's a really good balance this time around the whole squad, as Amanda said, with everyone performing in their respective roles. So it's looking very good this season.
And actually, Vernon has just said comment. She goes, "I'm hoping the top order to play well today as well. If the top order kick off strongly, and all those other elements come together, because you kind of like you suggested, Amanda, you kind of have one or the other. There's one to back the other one up. The bowling backs up the batting. The batting can back up the bowling, or the lower and middle orders can support the not so strong top orders. But if it all fires." Sorry, that's a technical term. That's what kind of RCB you've got, Amanda.
Yeah, absolutely. I think once Faf gets started and Kohli gets started, there's no stopping them. Literally. I mean, I think the one time that Virat Kohli, he was going in really strong, he did well. And I think it was really unfortunate that his LBW, whatever happened there. But he was in good form. He looked in good form, and he looked like he was going to keep on going. So I think once you have Kohli and Faf, so even Anuj Rawat for that matter, he did really, really well. So once you've got them all going, there's no stopping them. And I'm really confident with RCB this season because they can be absolutely unstoppable once they start.
And I just want to mention, because I've really enjoyed watching him play, is Glenn Maxwell. Just, I mean, incredible, stepping up. It's the stat. Well, you tell me, Rishabh, what do you see when you watch him play?
I think Maxwell, as you said, has been incredible. Even the first game, which he came in after a long time, those couple of boundaries that he hit shows that he's in that zone. He wants to perform. And in the previous game as well, when we'd lost a few key wickets at the top, we were under pressure, and he showed that he can steady the ship. Along with that, he can take the innings forward as well with all the shots he's got. So Maxwell is that pillar, in the middle order that we have. Obviously, we have firepower at the top. We have DK at the back end, and then if you need some stability in the middle, there is Maxwell for you. So he's fitting into his role perfectly. And like I said, that is also one thing that has been different. There's not been pressure just on a few players at the top. Maxwell is doing well, giving us a lot of balance. So all this has been adding, and it's like the pieces are coming together really well for us.
Oh yeah, no, definitely are. Just quickly, because I was just thinking back to Dinesh Karthik. Do you think, with all the cricket that goes on internationally, as well as with IPL, and probably all the other commitments these guys have at this top level of athletes, with sports and brands and endorsements and then family time and everything else. Do you think actually DK having that time out to commentate? We saw him taking tours of England, going around on scooters, showing us the sights, having fun, dressing up in funky clothes, just having that time away. Do you think that's just healthy for a man, for a player, for anyone?
I definitely think that is. I mean, he's come in with, as you said, he's not been playing a lot of cricket while coming in, so he's got time to work on his game and think about his game as well. And he's coming in with a pretty relaxed and good mindset. He's coming in fresh, and he's worked on his fitness as well, and that is showing. The results are showing in his performance. So that is pretty key. If some player is coming in with that kind of mindset and the zone that he's in, so it definitely helps.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's good. So we should all just take some time out. The idea here is that come to England, have a holiday if you want your players to play well. Hey, Sika, welcome to the show. First time on Fan Doosra. How you doing?
First time on Fan Doosra. How you doing? Sir, thank you, sir. For the network is the first time, so I am unable to join. Sorry for this.
No, don't be sorry, man. It's good to have you here because everyone's always worried about there not being enough Lucknow fans. So I'm glad you're there. But there's a bit of an echo on your line, so I'm going to mute you out of it and speak to Harshit. Otherwise, I feel like it's the voices in my head talking back at me again, and I start to go crazy, and I need to take pills and see my doctor again. And I don't need to do that because it's just an echo. Harshit, welcome back. Lucknow. Actually, it was your boy's birthday. It was KL Rahul's birthday yesterday. How did you celebrate?
No, well, the birthday celebration started way before yesterday after that 103 knock by KL. So it was an advance gift for the fans by him. And hopefully the party continues today as well.
This is part two of the party as well. There's lots of stories in the press actually about him because he's with Athia Shetty, who is Sunil Shetty's daughter. And apparently Sunil Shetty, who's 60, has been saying to KL that the reason why you've been getting injured and all that is because you're not fit, sort your fitness out, and he went into the cricket. So we're seeing a KL who's in form here. Is he in form? Can you confirm, Harsha? Is he in form just to impress his future father-in-law? Is that why he's doing it?
I guess just for impressing, you can't hit 103, right? You can hit 1 or 2 sixes and like as you say, right? Like the class is permanent, form is temporary. Like sometimes you hit those patches in your career when you are not hitting the ball right. You are getting the timing right, but you are not able to find the gaps. So that's a kind of patch what he was facing in his previous matches. But in the last match, we have seen him like playing very convincingly, 103 knock in 60 balls. So a good strike rate of around 170. And we as a Lucknow fans are pretty confident about the form. And also a good thing for us is like Manish Pandey getting his form back as well, because there was a little concern with us at number 3 and 4, like Manish Pandey was collapsing in the initial matches, but in the last match he scored something around 38 with a good strike rate. So we wish he can also score big, because we all have seen how he can change the game towards the Lucknow scores like single-handedly.
All right. Vanratha saying, no, KL loves RCB. He doesn't love little Miss Shetty. He loves RCB more so. Amanda, is there still a love for KL, even though he's no longer an RCB boy?
Absolutely. He is, even if he isn't an RCB boy, he's a Bangalore boy. So you've got to love the Bangalore boys. And he did actually make his mark because of RCB. I think he was really recognized by the BCCI after he was in RCB. So we're always still proud to have had KL in our team, and we're always gonna love KL. In fact, I did wish him for his birthday yesterday.
Okay, so good. See, the love is still there. It's nice though, actually. It just shows that the love for the game. And even though we have lots of banter and we have lots of chat about, how we want to beat the other team, even though ex-players move on to other teams and other circumstances, there's still a loyalty there, even for fierce Bangalore fans like Amanda and Varnatha as well. Still got a soft spot. Siku, let me just try you again, and let me see if I haven't got too much of an echo on your mic. Just tell me about how you think Lucknow have done so far. They've won 4 out of 6 games. You've seen them over 6 games. What do you make of your team overall so far, Siku?
I think there will a lot of things depend on the bowlers. Our bowlers are facing the problem, especially we are lacking of a death ball specialist, and we are lack of Dusman Chamira. He's a good bowler, but he's just fighting with his form. And another is Andrew Ty. We have to choose one of them. If we go with Ty, then there will be a lot of problem with the initial over, that is power play, because all bowlers are of death ball specialist, and obviously you have to keep this guy into for death over. So we are facing the lack of problem of a death bowler. We are missing Wood. So as a replacement, we need to be pick up, and Dusmat Chamira should be try to level his best. I know he's a capable because he single-handedly control the full Sri Lanka team from last few months. So we hope that he will do well in next matches. And nothing concerned about because our batting lineup is more strong than others because we kept Evan Lewis out of the squad because just like playing 11 because he's a top class guy and we know what is Arabian power. But as a batting unit, they have done well so that we have to put outside the Mayers and Lewis. These are 2 West Indian boys who have done well last previous matches. But we have to be on the team balance. And the most important is our main bowler, that is spin all-rounder Gautam. He's just a tremendous guy. And we have to play with one. Monish are with him. But I hope that the combination will work well. And Monish Pandey for me is the greatest concern of the LSC. But he's come back because we know this boy, what can he do from last few sides of the Bangalore. Because he's a domestic star. And I'm following him from last 10 years. And he's just one of the best guy I know in the career of domestic. And I know he will done well. And I'm not worried about anyone form that is Rario is back to form that is enough for the team because he is the single-handedly control any match. And I hope that bowler will do well, sir.
All right, KO is enough. KO can single-handedly control the game. I just like the way Siku speaks. Siku's like a robot. Like I'm like, is he real, Siku? Are you real? Are you human? Or are you a robot? I don't know. We'll find out. Go on. What is it enough just to rely on KO? He can single-handedly control the game. Harshit?
Tommy? Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I think handedly, we really don't want like the thing should end on him. We have likes of Manish Pandey, then Deepak Hooda, and also I think so the batting is quite balanced and we have the correct depth as well.
You're muted.
Tommy, you are not audible. Not yet. So for the RCB fans, actually, I would like to know like how much they are concerned about the Virat Kohli's form because he has really not the expectations or the delivery carries on. So if they can share their views.
I really think he just got unlucky, because he did get run out twice. Once it wasn't his fault, because of the LBW, because of the umpire. So I really just think I think he just got really unlucky, especially with early runouts and stuff, because we know how well he can play. He looks like he's in great form this season. So, it's not like he's just throwing away his wickets. So I think once he gets going, he'll really, really do well.
Who did I miss there? Who's going to really do well?
Virat Kohli.
Virat.
Oh, wow. See, you say that. There's a lot of people saying, well, someone used to send a message out to him. He's just not stepping out. I think, okay, I'm going to say it controversially. I love Virat. I want to love Virat. It's like he's the hero of my story, hero of the day. The nation loves him. But it's like the play doesn't match the hype. It's like I want there to be a bit more. But actually, let me take that back. That catch was out of this world. The catch was out of this world at the last game. So that was a beautiful moment. That if kids are going to have a poster of anything up in their room, they want to have that catch, him at full leap, like a cat leaping up, with his paws up to get that ball, and it kind of just stuck to it. So, yeah, we get flashes of brilliance. I think we just want to see more. But look, it's unfair to put that kind of pressure on him. It's me just saying I just want him to be our hero. I want him to be my hero. So what we were talking about, RCB, which to some extent. And actually, I don't know if I picked up on this, and I'm going to go back to, I think we were hearing from Siku as well at the same time. But just tell me about Shabazz. I know you touched upon Shabazz, a fantastic young talent. And Rishabh, with Shabazz, what do you see?
I think the kind of composure that Shabazz has shown is really brilliant. With all those big names in the batting order, there's always the limelight on them. But whenever he's been thrown under pressure, he's come out and he's performed. He's taken his opportunity with both hands, and he's shown that he can, he can give that support. I mean, in the previous game where DK was going all guns blazing, he showed that he can, run the innings. He showed support and he played that way. And we've also seen him playing the big shots. So he has both power and stability in his game. And that is someone whom you need in the middle order, right? Who can, adjust to the situations, according to the situation and give you that performance. And he's doing it consistently. It might not be big runs, but the runs in the middle that he's getting have been very crucial for us in winning these games. So he's a very bright prospect for us, Shabazz.
He's been brilliant to watch. And actually, we can't not do this show without talking about Quinton de Kock and how his form is really helping Lucknow as well. Harshit, what do you reckon of Quinton when you're seeing him play? What's he bringing to the squad right now? Have you frozen for me or frozen for everyone? Is it everyone? Is it just me? I don't trust myself either, so I don't know if it's me. Harshit's frozen as well. Siku, we're going to you as my substitute, my backup. Quinton de Kock and Pandey. Tell me about the two of those two.
Quinton de Kock is doing really well from last few weeks, and I think he's a guy who can bat up to the last hour because he has the capability.
He's playing pretty well. There has been some innings where...
And second thing is, he is just that he can go up to the last hour because he was not the one he will left you in the middle after this set out. So I think that Quinton de Kock is one of the best opener in this side of the IPL because from the last few months, a few years, he has a lot of experience. I hope he will continue his form. And Manish Pandey is doing well, and I hope that he will be score 30 or 40 runs in every match because we want only that from him, not that he will be smash century in every matches. He just to score just 30 or 40 and save the wickets with good strike rate. I think both will do well for us in next matches.
Okay, let's see if they do. Right, here's what you need to do. You need to go to Rario.com and register your interest. All you got to do is sign up to Rario. That just means giving over your email address and being a part of the Rario family. If you do that, they're giving you a free NFT. Here is how you can do it. You can be just like me and register with Rario. It takes 60 seconds. You can pick your own username. I'm going to go with Big Tom. Watch this video. This is how easy it is. Get yourself a free NFT.
It's so easy. You type in your email address first of all. This is it. This is step one. Email address. You can all do that. And then once you've filled that one in, you go down to the line below and you type in your username. I'm going with Big Tom. And then you put in your password. Make this unique to yourself, something that you're going to remember. And you have officially got yourself into the site. Then, of course, you've got to make sure you're not a robot by typing in the code. You hit submit. You wait for the email to come into your inbox and you confirm it. That's it.
Wham bam. It's a wham bam, thank you ma'am kind of service. There you go. You're in 60 seconds, email, address, that's it. And away you go. Get yourself a free NFT. Okay, it's that time of the show. We better do some fighting talk before all our networks collapse. Mine's playing up. Other people's are freezing all over the place. Let's hope that the game's going to have more unstoppable action than we've had today. Right. Who is doing the fighting talk on behalf of RCB? That'll be you, Rishabh. Okay, lovely. A little pump. And Harshit or Siku? Will it be the new guy? Okay, Harshit's going to represent. Right. You know how it works. 30 seconds. I'm going to go with you, Harshit, first while I've got you moving and in shot. You give me your best Lucknow fighting talk. You make sure these World Challengers Bangalore people know that Harshit's in the building. Don't hold back now. Loosen up. Can you just move your shoulders, Harshit? Let me see you move your shoulders. There you go. That's it. Limber up. Okay. I don't want you pulling a muscle. I don't want no one getting hurt. Okay, here we go. 30 seconds starts now.
So just a quick reminder for the RCB fans, like KL Rahul is scored with an average of around 83 against the RCB. And what a beauty the RCB is providing to IPL is that in the world cricket, we have South Africans tagged as chokers. And here we have you. So thank you so much for being that. And also, we have seen a trend that as soon as a player leaves RCB, he certainly gains a form and plays tremendously well for the next team they join. And every time they were talking about RCB, certainly I was listening RCB, not sure it was a fault from my end or what. So yeah, that's it.
He's hearing the heart. He's hearing the heart. That's all he can hear right now. And it's funny. He's saying, you know what? Dinesh Karthik now is with these guys. He's playing in form. It's honestly the analogy that comes to my mind, because I compare everything to relationships, as you'll realize, is that he's now with somebody else. He's looking much happier, much healthier. He's smiling. He's dancing. He's taken up salsa lessons on the weekend. He's meditating more. I don't know what he's doing, but definitely in a good place. DK is over there. So don't think that KL is. I'm getting my names mixed up. That KL Rahul is now that he's over there. So over to RCB. Who's going to do the fighting talk on behalf of it's Rishabh. Of course it is. Rishabh, your 30 seconds starts now.
See, when you speak about KL Rahul always scoring against us, let me tell you, every day is not a Sunday. And I would like to agree that, yes, we are chokers and we are going to choke Lucknow Super Giants tonight very well. And you will see that. And if you look at your bowling, you just have Avesh Khan and Ravi Bishnoi, who are the two guys I'm really concerned about. But looking at us, there's Siraj, there's Harshal, there's Hazelwood, there's Hasranga. We have 4 match winners in our bowling in ourselves. You have the batting, we have the bowling. And we are going to crush you. You are Super Giants. We are Royal Challengers. And we are chokers. Yes, I said we will choke you tonight. And we are going to move up the points table. It's always RCB.
We are going to choke you. We're gonna choke you tonight. Love it. I love it. Of course, poor old Siku's thinking, what's going on here? Why is everybody arguing? Siku, it's only a bit of fun. It's just fighting talk, not fighting. We're just fighting talk. We're just giving it the large. And of course, there will be one winner, and that winner will be victorious in just a few hours' time. Thank you to all the comments coming in from Saurabh, from Varnata, from Nikhil as well, by the way, who said, what a great game yesterday with the Rajasthan Royals as well. Yes, it was another great game. In fact, there's been so many great games. That's why we love the league. That's why we're here. That's why we do this show. And that's why Rario are supporting this show as well. If you want the show to continue, then just go on to rario.com and register, sign up today. In the meantime, on behalf of the RCB fans and the Lucknow fans, have a great game. Enjoy it. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much. See you later, guys. See you, everyone.